flipping.
Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth.
What's up, y'all? This is football with a dab of fishing homeboy fishing, chocolate Jefe. We're broadcasting live from an undisclosed location. And we're going to give you the rundown of 2018, week 1. We already had one game. We see when Atlanta lost. Sorry, ATL. Break it down with the rundown today.
I don't think you're sorry. Check this out. This is Chocolate Jefe and Homeboy Fishing. You know what this says. This is football with a dab of fishing. Thanks for tuning in. Let's start with the rundown today. Number 1, Homeboy Fishing going to give you the fishing forecast. That's what he does. He fish. He going to give you the fishing forecast. Number 2, we're going to go into the NFL Power 4. The season just began. Like Homeboy Fishing said, ATL took a L on week 1. And then we're going to go after we do that, we're going to go with our big topic of the week, which is going to be, we're going to talk to you about the new NFL football rule, get you up on that. And then finally, we're going to finish with our big bass game of the week. Homeboy Fishing got something for you always in that segment. But here we go, Homeboy Fishing. Get us started, bro. Give us what's going on with the fishing forecast.
Look, a lot of people, just hit the share button. Hit the share button right now.
Yeah,
and
share.
let everybody know.
That's right, that's right.
But the fishing forecast for today, the good range is actually between 2 and 3 today and 7 and 9. So you got to go now or you're going to miss the big college game tonight. And shout out to the FDFC. That's the Father's Day Fishing Coalition. A lot of guys been putting in work. Check out the Instagram, Homeboy Fishing 91 on YouTube, on Instagram. And I declare this week, take somebody fishing week. So I need for you to go fishing with me. I'm challenging. We'll see what Chocolate Jefe do some fishing this week.
We'll see. I might eat some fish this week. But that's a great challenge there, bro. But hey, he tells you right now, if you want to go fishing right after the show, go hit the water. Okay, we're going to get into our Power 4, NFL Power 4 again. These are our opinions. Homeboy Fishing, start us off.
Okay, my number 14, even though they haven't played yet, is the LA Rams. Looking at it, Kadamakan Sue has always been double teamed since he's been in the NFL. This is the first time ever he had to be singly blocked. Or you got to double team him or Aaron Donaldson. So that's going to be an ugly matchup. Offensive line better be ready in the NFC West.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right, my number 3 team goes to the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is going to put up huge fantasy football numbers.
With who?
Jimmy Graham running the tight end. You're going to see how you're supposed to use Jimmy Graham. New Orleans, you messed up by letting him go. Now, my number 2 team go to Tom Brady. He don't care about winning. He's automatically going to win 8 games.
Why?
Look at the division he in.
That's right.
All right, and my number 1 team, yes, I am biased, goes to the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton. Dabbing on you.
Dabbing on them boys. Hey, man, hey, shout out to people watching Miles and Carlton. Thanks for tuning into the show. Hey, check this out. This is Chocolate's home. This is Chocolate's top 4, and I'm going to start on number 4. Number 4 is the Minnesota Vikings. Why? They got a great defense, and they got a new gunslinger at quarterback in the name of Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook, they get back as running back. Number 3, New Orleans Saints. Love it or hate it, they are the team to beat in the NFC South. It is what it is. Number 2, New England. One word, consistency. Every year they're there. They're going to win 6 games guaranteed because they played the Jets twice, Miami twice, and Buffalo Bills twice.
They're going to win.
Number 1, hate to say it, shout out to Woodenberg gang, is Philly. To be the champs, you got to beat the champs. So right now, they're my number 1 team in NFL top 4.
Give me your Carolina.
Hey, bro, I'm realist, and that's what's going on with the top 4
St.
here.
Nick ain't it. If you watch the game,
Hey, St. Nick
he
won again.
He won
I don't
again.
know what it is, man. Philly, y'all went ugly with St. Nick,
He
so
sprinkled that little.
it is what it is. We're going to get right now into our topic of the week. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to put you on to some of these new NFL rules, okay? This right here is a segment we're going to call Big Deal or No Sweat, all right? So the first rule I want to talk about, Homeboy Fishing, is they're going to spot the ball on the 25-yard line after a touchback. What do you think about that rule? Is it a big deal or no sweat?
I didn't like when they spotted on the 20. I'm figuring, if you don't kick the ball out of the end zone, you got to run it out the end zone. I mean, safety and all. Yeah, that's what I feel. I'm old school. Ain't no taking no knee. Ain't no going out on the 20.
So you say what? No big deal or not?
Big deal to me.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Me, Chocolate Jefe say no sweat. They're ready to spot the ball on the 25 yards, ain't nothing. The second rule.
Hey, 5 yards is something. Ask Atlanta Falcons. They had to get 2 yards.
In the Super Bowl and on Thursday night.
Repeat.
Damn, Atlanta. Do better. Hey, the second rule is the catch rule has been revised. Let me go through that right quick. You got to have 2 feet on the ground. Both feet or another body part has to touch the ground. You have to make a football move, a third step, or reach to the end zone. And finally, you have to control the ball. So, is this the new catch rule? Is it a big deal or no sweat?
It's a big deal because they're making it a big deal. I mean, just keep it real. If you want to know if that guy caught the ball or not, just turn to an old school person who don't play the game. Did he catch the ball?
Sure. He caught it.
He caught it. It's a touchdown. Just go, keeping it real. They getting a little too technical with the 2 feet, the hand. Or what's the gangster at Pittsburgh, the tight end? He got Jesse James. Remember last year he dived toward the end? Yeah,
he got a great name. Great name.
That's why I call him the gangster out of Pittsburgh.
Great name. Jesse James.
He reaching over he catches the ball, he fumbled. Come on.
That's my whole thing too. I think it's a big deal. Just like what Homeboy Fishing say, Pittsburgh would have beaten New England with this rule last year. What it does, it is too subjective. It leaves the games in the officials' hands. Dude, a catch is a catch. Y'all don't got too complicated with it. The third rule change is they got a 10-yard penalty when someone comes and bat the ball. So what do you think, bro? It's a big deal or no sweat? Bat or kick the ball?
Look at here. The only person I ever seen kick the ball illegally out of bounds is the punter. The kicker.
All right.
Or the guy who kicked extra points for field goals. Me personally, if he kicks the ball out of bounds, time out in the game, make him do Oklahoma with the opposing team middle linebacker. And don't do that.
Oklahoma.
Y'all don't know about that.
Y'all old school football player. Y'all know about Oklahoma.
The kicker kicks the ball out of the bounds. No one else. Everybody else trying to score a touchdown.
Hey, I don't think it's no sweat, man. I just think that, someone doing some crazy, stupid stuff like that, it's no sweat. Penalize them. Number 4 is that the official in the booth can decide whether someone is ejected from the game or not for non-football flagrant foul. Do you think that's a big deal or no sweat?
That is a big deal. Let me explain to you why.
Talk to me.
You got this man out here running around the field, 260, 6'4", take somebody's head off, full of adrenaline and testosterone, and you tell him he got to go. He hit somebody too hard.
Well,
you on the field with him.
They're talking about like after the play. Like you hit somebody after the play like that, can you get ejected from the game or you do something late?
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. See, I don't think it's no sweat because when they go back and look at the video, they're going to see what happened. They're going to see whether a dude did the old Wahoo McDonald's poke in the eye or whether he spit on him.
But why the guy in the booth does it versus the guy on the field?
Because these are non-football moves. So when the play's over, they ain't looking at the other player on the hill smacking somebody on the side. What?
If that ref on the field kicks the guy out of the game,
he don't do it. The booth does.
Yeah, but if he did it on the field, that defensive lineman will grab him up and shake him. You just start when you grab my
Well, we have a difference of opinion there. Hey, the next rule in overtime, when the team scores first. Now check this rule out. It's kind of crazy. When the team scores first, the second team has a chance to score again, a field goal. If they turn over the ball and the other team intercepts the ball and scores, those points will be put on the board. They used to blow the whistle when there's a turnover. So, Homeboy Fishing, do you think that's a big deal or no sweat?
Well, it's a big deal because the NFL has nothing to do with it, but I'm going to let you talk about that topic. But I think they need to go to the NCAA rules of get the ball on the 20 and score.
You like that?
Because that's right there tells it all.
Well, what it is this. This definitely has Vegas written all over it. So why, after the end of a game, if you have scored a field goal in overtime and other team has the ball and they throw an interception, the game should end right there. But they're allowing points to be scored. That is going to influence the under and over lines and also the point spreads in the games. So watch out for this one, Vegas fans. For those cats who like to bet, watch out for this one, man, because this rule here is crazy. The last rule we're going to talk about, these are all the rule changes in the NFL this year, is the lowering the helmet to initiate contact is a foul. Is this a big deal or no sweat? What do you think?
It's a big deal because safety comes first. I'm agreeing with that. I mean, if it's a blatant, I'm trying to hurt this guy, and trying to put him out the game. You know, it's blatant. You got to go.
They're trying to clean it up because they're trying to make football unlike boxing. What happened with boxing, all the headshots, it took all the athletes out of boxing. You no longer have the premier heavyweights boxing. They're playing basketball now, and they're playing football. But I think it's a big deal because most running backs, they do it. Before contact, most running backs are lowering their head and making a hit. So my problem is, it's a big deal because it's going to slow down the game. They're going to make football more like baseball. They're going to take all this time to review whether or not someone lowered their head and should be thrown out again. Again, it's very subjective, man. So, man, I don't know about this particular rule, but I think it's a big deal. I think it's going to slow down the game, bro. But those are football rules. For those who came on late, go back and watch and get your game up. You're going to watch football, understand what's going on.
Hey, for our new viewers, just go ahead and hit the share button on your phone to share this video so other people can get some.
Gotcha. And shout out to Tim Webb and Andre Hayes, Dante Wayne, all the Qs out there representing. Hey, check this out. This is the next segment here at 8. This is our big bass games for the week in week 1. Homeboy Fishing. Talk to me.
Man, you know what?
What's that?
I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. All I care about is what Homeboy Fishing thinks today because it is week 1 of the NFL and this is my time of year.
Okay.
Woo!
We're going to talk about three big games we're going to talk about this week. The first game we're going to talk about is the Texans at the Patriots. Shout out to Jeanette and TK. Texans at the Patriots. Homeboy Fishing, who you got in this game?
This right here is going to be an interesting game. Interesting because Texans have J.J. Watts and Javion Clowney. New England has Tom Brady. So what do? Do you lay Tom Brady's life on the line in week 1 of the NFL? Me personally, I think New England plays a very basic game, get the ball out of Tom Brady's hands real fast, so they want him to hit. It's a long season. They'll take this loss in this one. Texans by 7. You heard it here first. Texans win because they do not want to hurt Tom Brady at the beginning of the season.
Boy, Homeboy Fishing, bro.
I'm just keeping it real, man.
Hey, what you drink last night? Anyway, this is what I got to say. I think Brady is the Benjamin Button of quarterbacks. New England is a lock to be in the playoffs again this year. Houston gets back Deshaun Watson. Just 7 games last year, Deshaun Watson had 19 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, completed 62% of his passes. The boy balled out. Plus, Houston got those 2 defensive ends, J.J. Watt, Clowney, and Merciless. So they're going to come after Brady because Brady can't run. Even so, they get tired. It's the first game of the year. They aren't robots. They're going to get tired. It's going to be a close game in the first half. In the second half, Brady's going to pick them apart. New England wins by 7 on the road.
Oh, we flip-flop.
Oh, at home, excuse me. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Giants. Talk to me, Homeboy Fishing.
This is not Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Giants.
Uh-oh.
This is Odell Beckham versus
Ramsey.
This is Leonard Fournette versus Saquon Barkley. This what this game is about. This is going to be a hard-nosed, old-school, my running back is better than your running back game. My defensive back is better than your receiver game, or vice versa. And you're going to get what you got to get. But ODB is back. OBJ, excuse me. And with him and Barkley and Eli versus
Jacksonville,
versus Jacksonville.
You about to say what I'm thinking you about to say?
Leonard Fournette. I mean, when you think about Jacksonville offense, all you have is Leonard Fournette. Too many weapons on the Giants. Giants win this one in a blowout by 14. Eli Manning is back. The Manning boy's coming back.
Homeboy Fish, you controversial this morning. He picking upsets left and right. Me personally, you're right. It's the number 2 draft pick, Saquon Barkley versus the Jacksonville defense, number 1 in the league. Number 2, the $95 million man in Odell Beckham. Supposedly the best in the game, going against the best cornerback in the game, Jalen Ramsey.
Talking straight smack.
Bottom line to me, early in the year, defenses are always ahead of the offenses. I like Jacksonville winning on the road. Jacksonville by 7.
We flopping and flipping.
We flipping this day. Hey, bro, the last big game of the week, and you know it, baby, and you know it.
This.
Cowboys at the Panthers. Talk to me.
Look at here. To all y'all Cowboy fans out there, I'm going to keep it real. 100% real. Your number 1 receiver is Colt Beasley.
Who?
Colt Beasley.
What?
Colt Beasley. All right? Carolina's going to be very aggressive and show the NFL what we all about. Cam Newton's going to be explosive, expose Dallas defense because they cannot stop the run.
Oh, no. TK.
C.J. Anderson destroyed them for over 200 yards last time he faced Dallas. And every time Carolina plays Dallas, Luke Kuechly has one of those
epic games, yeah.
This why I have a 99 on Madden rating. Carolina in a blowout at home, start the game. They're going to change the center emblem from the NFL emblem to the Panther now on the middle of the field.
Gotta love it.
Them boys coming with aggressive. Cam Newton about to get his big paycheck. And Carolina in a blowout.
Hey, bro.
Sorry, Dallas Cowboy fans. You going down fast.
Hey, check this out. I like that pick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, TK Wiggins, man, I know you're making our road trip to South Carolina to see the Gamecocks today. Tune in for our second show to see the results of that game, and you go into the Dallas Panthers game. You're gonna be happy in one of those trips. I'm not gonna tell you which one. Oh, yes, I am. Dallas has no Dez. They have Ezekiel, and that's it. And they got Cole Beasley. That's it.
Cole Beasley.
Carolina has a new offensive coordinator, and I'm asking you this simple question: all football fans, did Dallas get better in the offseason, or did Carolina get better? Dallas did not get better. They actually got worse. Carolina got better. This is pretty easy. Carolina wins, starts the season, 1-0, so Carolina wins by 7. We told y'all we got some new things going for this year.
Go ahead.
We're going to talk about the knockout pool. Our knockout pool lock of the week is the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
That's my lock of the week. If you play knockout pools, that means you have to pick a winner team each week. I like Baltimore, man. They playing against Nathan Peterman for Buffalo, who won the starting job. But last time he started, he threw 5 interceptions in the first half.
Listen here.
Baltimore's going to be all over that.
And Buffalo's going to be sucking all year, y'all. Remember that.
Oh, Janet. You a Dallas fan too? Jesus. Anyway, I'm sorry, Dallas Nation. I love your enthusiasm and support, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen tomorrow. Anyway, let's move out to Dallas here. Next thing we're going to talk about, and the final thing we're going to talk about is fantasy football. We have a league. It's called the Big Stick Fantasy Football League, and I'm going to give you a few tips. Number one, you are the GM of your fantasy league football team. You in charge of the name and in charge of everything, the starting lineup. Number two, you need to read and understand the scoring rules in your league. There's a difference. Some leagues are standard leagues, some leagues are PPR. PPR means points per reception. So how are they rewarded? You might get 1 point for every reception, 1 point for every 10 yards, and -2 for a fumble. So you need to understand that. Number three, you need to research your matchups. For example, if you have your running back going against the number 1 defense in the league, you might want to consider starting another running back. And lastly, use the website because it does have useful tips.
Yeah, I've learned to use it.
You have to use the website. It's very helpful.
This is my first time playing.
And the last thing I'm going to say, we're going to give a fantasy football stud of the week. And this one's easy. Homeboy Fishing just told you, and I just told you. Homeboy Fishing, the stud of the week, this is easy. Listen closely, Dallas fans. Cam Newton. He's going to have a huge day on Sunday.
Huge.
He's going to run. He's going to throw. He's going to dab. He's going to dance. He's going to do what he got to do. And he might wear, and after the game, he's gonna have some crazy old hat.
Yeah, big old hat, tight pants,
and high water.
But you know what? Who that is?
That's that Atlanta style, right?
That's the Atlanta style.
That's
Cam Newton. And as long as he being Cam Newton, ain't nobody gonna beat us.
And I think they all know that, bro. I think they all know that. But I think that right now, a lot of fans are kind of delusional. It's week 1. Everyone's hopeful. Everyone's undefeated right now, right?
No, everyone's not undefeated.
I'm sorry.
The first team that takes a loss. If you know me, I'm
Atlanta.
an anti-Atlanta fan, even though I live here in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, and you lost your what?
They lost your starting safety, Neal. That's going to hurt Atlanta. And guess who coming to town next week? Carolina. Ooh-wee.
You going to hate to see me next week.
Tune in for our next show, right?
Everywhere that I went,
Right?
You know why? He's going to tell you in 1 second.
What I'm going to tell you, what?
I'm living my best life.
Ain't got time for you. Check this out. Tune in for the college segment, baby. Thanks for tuning in. Deuces, we love you. Chocolate, homeboy. So what the f*** you be wildin' for? I live in my best life.